Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 28 of Stellaris as the Chinor Stellar Union. I'm doing a few things at the moment. I am sort of trying to get out here and grab as much of this space as possible, because it has a lot of really nice stuff. We already have the Arassian nations vassalized, and I think they are still loyal. They are. We could try and swallow them up. We might do that at some point. I am still planning, potentially, on going to war with the combined Rixie planets, but I'm trying to get battleships before I do that, because I know they have battleships. And we've also now got the ability to terraform planets, so that's something that I'm hoping to be able to do very, very soon. So our construction ship has finished what it was doing down there. Is there anything else we'd like you to grab? Anywhere else we could grab a little bit of energy credits? There were some that I was avoiding because I thought, well, we've got enough energy credits coming in. But now that we've actually got a couple of defense platforms for when and if we do go to war with the Rixie, we're not gaining quite... We're actually losing some while we've got our fleets out. But I can't see any at the moment. What we could do, though, is we could go over there and get another another research station for engineering. So let's go and do that. So we do have the CUS Glenn out here building an observation post. We're about halfway done with that, and then we'll have a lot of stuff that we can build here. There's also a lot of energy credits we can get from that. And I'm hoping we'll grab some of these. Now, one thing I would like to do is maybe colonize a planet or two around here and then terraform it.
Construction complete.
Now, I did say that one of the planets around here, even though it's quite a crappy planet, because there's a continental world. Yeah, we don't have continental colonization. But it's a really nice world because it's got a lot of tiles. It's a 23 tile world. If we could colonize those worlds, it'd be fine. Obviously, it's still expensive and time consuming to terraform, so we'd prefer to take worlds that are suitable for us. But we will do what we must. So we're still trying to send our fleet down somewhere. I don't know where you are currently. You're nearly there, actually, so you should go and wipe those guys out quite quickly. We could have been doing a little bit more exploration while we were down here, but it doesn't really matter. Why don't you just go over there and survey that system first, and then we'll come back. We might even find something else down here we need to deal with. They are on aggressive, I think. Yep, so they will go and attack. That has finished. That's very good. Form Federation, sector limit +1. Again, don't really need any of these. Another resource. Let's go ahead and do that. It's really, really quick to research. Do we have anyone who specializes in biology? No, we do not. We don't really need any more leaders, so we'll stick at that for a while. Carsten, you have arrived over here. There's a special project, so if you can go and do that, it would be fantastic. They're also in version 1.1, making it so you can manage your sectors directly from the outliner, which will be quite a nice thing.
Construction complete.
So, Spaceport has finished its construction queue.
Hostile fleet engaged.
That's fine. Our ships will get all of that sorted. I don't have to babysit them there. I think they'll be fine.
Log updated.
There's probably more stuff for them to go and deal with, so... Did we take any damage at all? Now, which way around is this? Oh, damage output. There we go. So, their damage output, they did no damage to our hull, some slight damage to our armor, and mostly hit our shields. But we did a lot more damage. So, yeah, we're going to be fine. Our construction ship has finished that outpost. That is good. And it did grab these other planets, which I was hoping it would.
Project complete.
To Tra implants removed. Abduction teams from the observation post over to Tra have worked in concert with the crew of the CUS Carsten to quickly gather the Klagian test subjects with the faulty brain implants. The observation post surgical staff replaced the implants with functional versions, and the subjects have been returned to the planet's surface. As an additional bonus, Science Officer Lucas Campbell managed to extract a wealth of data from the removed implants despite their defects. So 250 society research. Nice going there. So we will get the Carsten to go back to Daramar, and we will get the Glenn to basically build all of the mining stations and all of the research stations that you can in that system. And when you've done that, go and do the same over here. Cannot build mining stations or research stations around any of the planets in that system. That's interesting, because all of these are planets. So if we wanted any of this, we'd have to... wow, Molten World. Habitability 0. No, that's not true. You must be able to build around that. It's not colonizable. If it's not colonizable, then you can definitely build on it. Same with this one here. That's a frozen world. That's not colonizable. Yeah, the game's lying to me. What were we doing with you? You can go and work on that one, actually. Oh, it's not in our borders, that's why. It's just slightly outside of our borders. Both of them are. It looks like they're in, but it's because of the angle. So if you actually look, you have to look at the hexagons. And the hexagons aren't within our borders. If we look directly down from the top, you can see. That's a little bit of a shame, to be honest, although we are getting the good one. We will take our other construction ship, though, and we will go and build mining stations and research stations there, though. We definitely want to try and get as much of the minerals incoming as possible. Again, I would still like to grab something up here, possibly. Maybe this system. Unfortunately, there's no world there to colonize. What have we got here? That's a tundra world. We could go and colonize that tundra world and then expand. Create another sector over here. We would have close borders with these guys. These guys are equivalent and neutral. They are xenophobes and fanatic individualists.
Anomaly found.
Found an anomaly. Do you know what? Go ahead and research it. Do I really want to risk grabbing that and trying to block them off? I think it might not be a bad idea. Let's go to the home world and we will build ourselves a colony ship. Fantastic. The Karsten should be assisting research in Schlurg. So go ahead and do that. So this is going to cost us even more money, but it's fine. So you guys are now safe. We'll probably just go and fly through a few of these places just to see if there's anything nasty around and then return home. It'll be a long flight, but we'll see what we can find. But yeah, I do want to try and gobble up as much of this little corner of the galaxy as possible. Alien mural. While conducting surface scans of Conviab 5, Science Officer Pablash and the crew of the CUS Githian discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to translate the text.
Situation log updated.
Because of course you have. So, translate available. Requires one scientist with a skill 1 or higher. That should be easy enough. Go to. We do have a ship here. When you finish doing whatever you are doing, research that. Thank you very much. We did actually run into something there, and we've decided to go and ignore it. If you wouldn't mind going back there. Tell you to stop. No hostiles on that one, so go back down to that one, clear those guys out, thank you very much. Now, we can have another sector, I think, so we could potentially make this into a new sector. We could try and sort of join all these guys up if we wanted. What's this world? That's an Arctic world. That is a desert world. I didn't even look at this world, did I? I just saw it was a tundra world, but I didn't really go and see how good of a tundra world it was. 17 tiles. That's not terrible. We can clear most of this as well. It doesn't have a lot on it, but we might want to grab that. Science complete. Do we have any of that resource? It's not looking like we do. Resettlement cost reduction, Xeno Zoo, Biolabs. Not too sure which of these I'd like to get. Let's go work on the Biolab so we can start getting more tech. Yep, you've arrived there. You should sort those guys out. That won't be a problem. You just keep getting our research done. Again, nowhere near our force limit, but I'm saving a little bit of it for the battleships that we should inevitably get. And we're getting buildings done down here very rapidly. Shame our borders won't expand over there. But yeah, we can certainly have a third sector. That's not a problem at all. We can afford to do that. Give them some of this stuff. And then we're kind of sort of hiding in the corner with our sectors sort of surrounding us. So we'll have 3 sectors. We'll have this one. We'll have this one up the top. And then we'll have one to the right-hand side. We should be good. Still losing energy credits, though not at the rate we were before. So I don't mind doing that. We're losing minerals because mineral storage is full. Could we go and give some to our sectors, I suppose? Research the anomaly. Yeah, fine. Sectors. Most of our sectors have a decent amount of minerals in storage. I suppose we could give them some. I mean, at least that way we're not just wasting what we've got in because we're at the cap. They're all doing well on their own, actually, those sectors. I don't really feel the need to get too involved with what they're doing. What I would like to do is just check out some of these other places up here, just to make sure there's nothing around. Providing there isn't, we'll come home, sort of repair. There's another war between the Union of Hullfast Corps and the Order of Glear. Wonder how their other war ended. I'll go and have a look shortly. Completed mining stations. There doesn't seem to be anything there. Right. You guys get back home then. So how did that war up here go? Yeah, they got completely gobbled up there. Swirling shadows. Immense ragged planes of shadow drift across the Convia 6A's face. They are cast not by clouds but by shreds of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Pablash is yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. So that just gives us some extra society research on that planet, should we wish to deal with it. There is a system surveyed, but that's fine, because you're going to go and do that special mission that's down there.
Complete.
Colony ship is done. Right, we want you to grab this world here. So it's not going to be the best world, but then we'll get a construction ship over there, and we will terraform it. That's the plan. Because we haven't done any terraforming yet, and I'd like to see how it works. It'd be nice if... I really wish there was some way you could increase the range of your frontier outposts. Obviously, we're going to be losing a little bit more in terms of energy credits for a while we have this colonial ship around. As soon as the Dorgjash 2 finishes building those research stations, that can go across there and actually help build the terraforming station as well. There's a little few energy credits here we might be able to grab. But yes, I think we probably will go and form a sector. Which are the planets that we own directly? We've got these 4 here, and we've got this one. I might even be willing to give that one up, because we're not really getting an awful lot from up here. And then we could possibly add this one to the sector later on. So that might be the plan that we use for that. You have finished your construction, so let's get you over there in preparation. It'll take a little bit of time before we can do that. Now, it might annoy these guys. We can't establish an embassy with them. Who do we have our embassies with? Where do we find that out? There is contacts. So our embassies, where are we? Janor Stellar Union. We have embassies with the Arisian nations, the Zepperdrogan states, and combined Rixie planets. Combined Rixie planets we might be going after at some point, though. The Arisian nations are actually my vassal. So who's the United... whatever they are? A lot of primitives around. You guys. Rivals with the Order of Glear. Where are you guys? Your home planet. Which is where exactly? You are these green guys up here, which aren't really a lot of use to me right now. So I'm going to go and... they'd actually accept an invite into an alliance. We'll accept that. Having an alliance is not a bad idea. But then we will think about removing our thingy with them, our, what do you call it? Name. Embassy. So starting to get an alliance. They've decided to join. Great, we now have an alliance. Would you guys be willing to join? You would not. And why is that? You've got a wary attitude. Either way, let us now go and... what about you guys? We're hostile. I want to speak to you guys again. Your rivals with the Order of Glear. You have an embassy with the Hullfast Corps. Let's recall our embassy from you. Now, who's the Hullfast Corps? You guys. Maybe you're friendly with each other. What if we unrival you? Yeah, they're evangelizing zealots, so they're always going to hate us. That's fine. And we will send our embassy down to these guys. There we go. So that might sort things out a little bit. And then these guys probably hate us as well. So, right, special project. Let's have a look. I've got to do this one first. Okay. Science Officer Pablash has managed to partially translate the alien mural covered on Conviab 5. The text contains a staggering amount of data, and the mural evidently serves as some sort of low-tech library. It describes, in broad terms, the collected technological knowledge of an alien civilization that dominated this region of the galaxy some 80 million years ago. A lot of it is already known to us, but the data does contain several promising leads for technologies we had yet to discover. There is enough data here to keep our scientists busy for decades, but we also need an orbital research facility to continue the translation efforts. Intriguing. Palash gains 200 experience. We might leave that alone, really. You guys, you dislike us for, say, why now? Oh, it doesn't really matter. You're too far away. I don't care about you. We want to get this done. Colony ship has arrived, though. We've got a lot of ships doing nothing right now. So, colonial ship. You are... What are these things? There's a Bronze Age civilization here. Is there? Where? On one of these planets? That's the barren world. That is the tundra world. There's nobody on the surface. Small crystal entity green class. They're not hostile, though. Well, fine, well, we'll leave them be. If they leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. So, let's go and colonize this planet. And there are no good tiles to work at all. They're all terrible. So, we'll probably work this one, because at least we can put food up, down, on either side of it. Can't do anything with our construction ship yet until that is done. The Githian, what were you doing? You were down there. You've got to go here, and never works when it's paused for some reason. Githian, research project, and survey system. Okay. First squadron, you guys are going to return to orbit, and then you're not costing me a ton of money every turn. Stuff is definitely getting done. What have we just finished here? That's the Glen. You're still working on stuff. You're nearly done, but not quite. Borders look like they are expanding slightly. There we go. We've managed to drop that over there. So let's take you. And can we build a terraforming station on you? Yes, we can. So build a terraforming station and build... Build a mining station there, build a mining station there. There's nothing else in that system that we need to get. Now, we're not over our planet limit yet, because it's still a colony, so that's fine. Of course, that colony is costing us a little bit of money, so that's understandable. Now then, we could potentially tax these guys. Right, these guys aren't actually making any energy credits at the moment. That's the Ugrim sector. Can we get you to make... You're working on generating minerals. Why don't you work on generating energy credits? And then I'll tax you a little bit more. Let me give you some energy credits, actually, just so you've got enough to get on and build some stuff. But then we'll probably get a little bit more tax from you, I think. Embassy recalled. Diplomatic communication from the combined Rixie planets. So, I don't think they like me much, which is fine. They are fanatic militarists. They're wary of us at the moment, their attitude towards us. I don't think I want to rival them right now. We've got, well, we did have a decent amount of influence coming in. It's probably because we went and built this down here. I mean, I guess we could give that to this sector, possibly. Let's have a look. What species? Do we have any other species on any of our planets right now? Yeah, species. Where do we see our own species? It is under our Empire screen. Factions, it's all good. Planets, all of our planets just have our own population on. Apparently, Sigwal doesn't have anyone on yet, which is understandable, because it's just a colony. Stuff's going on. Research is completed. Construction ship has completed. What have you completed? You were doing all that, were you? Still can't get either of those yet, which is unfortunate. So we might expand to grab some more of those. Anything else we can pick up that might be useful? I think we've built on pretty much everything that is within our borders. Could go ahead and get some more minerals, but it's not worth it because it's just going to cost us more in terms of energy credits. So I think for the time being, we'll just bring you sort of back home. And we'll go, well, we'll take you to a spaceport somewhere and dock you up. And, yeah, we'll let that carry on. You're actually due an upgrade. We might get that done when you arrive back home. So the question is, do I want to give this to that system, that sector? And I think I might do. Manage sector. We can add both of those to you. Now, that means I'm not getting the benefit of that, but they are. Now, this is what I want to see. We're getting terraforming gases and terraforming liquids from here. So that's giving us 3 and 5. So if I go and do that, do we still keep them even though they're not in my territory? This is one of the things that I've been trying to work out for a long time. Do you still get strategic resources that are in the territory belonging to a sector? I think you do. So we've also got this alliance now as well. And in order to go to war with somebody, you have to get the person in your alliance to agree. But we might be able to do that. You're equivalent and neutral. If we could suck up to you, we could potentially bring you into an alliance. Neutral attitude, differing philosophy, harmonious collective. You're probably not willing to say yes. What about you guys? You're wary of us. You're xenophobic. What about you guys? Neutral attitude, differing war philosophy. It's very hard to get people into an alliance because you get lots of people with different philosophies and things. What about these guys? Yeah, they're unfriendly. I think we'll leave them alone. Evangelizing zealots. And it's not really practical being in an alliance with somebody who's too far away. They're not going to be all that useful to you. So the Githian has finished whatever it was doing. Some research. Let's go and survey this system. And our construction ship is going to go and get some upgrades. But that's all we can do on this video, so I'm going to end things there for now. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Stellaris. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.